When your pet needs urgent care, you need Animal Emergency Care, staffed with caring veterinary professionals with a state-of-the-art facility. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for emergencies only. Animal Emergency Care in Bellingham and online at animalemergencycare.net. Cafe this morning, it's Dave, Alan, and not Patrice. Patrice out today. So it's just the two of us with Laura Clark from the Whatcom Humane Society. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning. You guys are in the middle of a Hallmark movie right now,
right?
Up here on U Street Road.
Yeah, it's just beautiful out. I mean, it really, truly is. But apparently it's not really snowing anywhere else.
At the bottom of the hill, rainy, and the streets are bare and wet.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, enough about the weather. First of all, I mean, you warned us you were going to do this a couple of weeks ago, and here you are. This is a snake that you brought into the studio.
And I'm sorry, Dave, you said today's Cafe Kritter is not cuddly. He's very cuddly.
Really? You're going to cuddle a snake?
I've been standing here for a good, 5 minutes or so?
Yes.
Cuddling today's Cafe Critter. His
Are you
name
cuddling?
is... I am. We're
or is
cuddling.
he crawling on you?
It's cuddle. It's snake cuddle.
Okay.
His name is Wonton.
Of course it is.
Named by our animal care staff. He is a young ball python, a beautiful snake, probably foot and a half long, something like that.
Yeah, he's a pretty small snake. He's not that scary right now.
He's a baby.
Yeah, he's not going to crush you to death yet.
So educate us on this. Now, to some people who don't know, and I was one of these people until you set me straight, when you say like a pit bull, you know, a lot of people go, oh my God, that's a scary dog and blah, 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 it's aggressive. So when you say a snake, it's not necessarily like fun and what a nice little pet this is. It's like, oh my gosh. Every time we see snakes anywhere, they're lunging at people, they're poisonous and all the things.
Right. Yes. You watch a lot of TV, don't you, Alan?
Well, I do. I call it research.
I understand.
Yeah.
So this is a ball python, and yes, they are constrictors. So you can see he's squeezing my wrist that he's sitting on right now.
Do you need us to save you?
I'm okay. I feel pretty safe right now.
Are you being constricted?
I'm being constricted, but it feels like you're wearing a long sleeve shirt. That's how much constricting is going on.
I haven't constricted in years.
So this little guy, I mean, in a perfect world, we would never have him, right? He would have never been born in captivity and sold to a pet store and then sold to a person. He would be living his best life in the wild in Central or Southern Africa in the grasslands.
In the jungle.
Right, but that's not life for him. So he is a captive snake. He's domesticated. He can't take care of himself in the wild, so he needs human help. He is, of the pythons, he is what's considered probably the easy python. You see a lot of people have these snakes. They're really nice snakes, handled well. And you can see he's just hanging out. He's gorgeous. We brought him along in a little travel enclosure here, which has an under tank heater to keep him warm, stuff for him to climb on, and a little rock that's hollowed out where he kind of hides in. And he's just delightful. He just needs somebody who loves reptiles, and those people are out there. They're not for me. I wouldn't have a snake. I don't like captive animals like this. But the more you handle him, the cooler he's going to be. He loves to be handled. You can see he's just kind of hanging out, exploring. People are going to ask, well, what does he eat? He eats frozen mice. So you don't have to feed him anything live because that's so gross and awful.
Are those right next to the frozen peas, or where do we find those?
You go to your local pet supply store, and they have supplies for animals like this, and you defrost them, and you feed them to him about once a week. And he's just a baby, so he's eating pretty small little mice right now. But
he eats once a week?
He eats once a week.
That's it?
Yeah,
Wow.
maybe twice, depends on how active he's being.
I got to believe if I'm eating defrosted frozen mice, I'm not going to eat for a long
they're
time
warmed
after
up,
that.
Alan.
Good
They're
point.
warmed up
Yeah,
for
they're
him.
warmed up. That's so
Yes.
good. Wow.
He's such a cool guy, and ball pythons are gorgeous. I mean, he is stunningly beautiful, and I know you think, well, snakes aren't beautiful, but he really is.
Oh, he's got cool markings.
He's very cool, and as you can see, I know you're not great for radio, but he's just crawling around. Okay, Dave, he's heading up to you.
All right.
Look out, see, you
I want to
touched
see what
him.
he feels like.
Yeah.
Can I hold him?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
is there any chance that snake could bite?
Absolutely. Yeah, every animal can bite.
Wait, now you tell me. I just took him over.
Every animal can bite if they feel threatened or cornered, but right now he's not showing any signs of that. He's just kind of exploring his surroundings. So he's looking for somebody that can really invest in his future. He could get as big as 3 to 4 feet, and he could live about 20 years with proper care. Definitely will need an enclosure that is going to grow with him. This is just a little starter tank we brought him with, and somebody who really understands and respects him.
Now, we always hear those stories about the snakes that get out and they end up coming up through someone's toilet. Is that even a factor here?
No, he could not survive in this weather at all.
Right.
He definitely needs warmth and a safe place to hide, and he is far more likely, if he were to get loose, to curl up in a corner somewhere where he feels secure.
If you could logistically get him back to Africa and let him go in the jungle, would he survive, or does he not know how to live?
He doesn't. He was born in captivity.
Right, okay.
I mean, he's used to having his food warmed up and fed to him on tongs.
Me too.
So I'm not sure he could hunt successfully for himself.
Everything that you just described, Wonton the snake, is basically describing Dave and I and our upbringing.
And myself as well. So one thing to know, Dave, after you handle this guy, and you're being very brave, all reptiles, they can carry salmonella, so you want to wash your hands with warm, soapy water, and then you'll be just fine.
Okay.
There you go.
So he could bite me.
He could bite you,
And he
yes.
could give me
He could attack
salmonella.
you at any moment, but he's not going to.
All right. Oh, you're taking him back?
Well, do you want to?
Well, he's kind of wrapped around my arm now.
Constricting, look out.
Yeah.
You know, Dave, that looks like a nice accessory for Dave.
Right? It's my bracelet.
That's
He's,
oh my
he's
goodness.
wrapped around himself over here.
Oh boy,
All right.
it's
dude.
getting complicated.
No,
over
he's
there.
got a grip.
Yeah,
he has got a grip.
Well, he's constricting. He's a constrictor.
Let him crawl right
Okay,
down
there we go.
There you go. Sorry, I walked away from the microphone.
All right, here we go.
I
He's
got
letting
him.
go. He's letting go.
Oh,
there
shwoo.
he
It was
goes.
moments from danger.
I was almost dead.
Yeah, almost.
Almost. This close. Wow. Okay, well, he's cool. I can see why there's some appeal to having a snake just because it's cool.
Yeah.
But it's not...
But that's the thing, is it's cool, and then people realize that they need care. So this guy was found abandoned in a hotel room.
oh,
That's
really?
what happens. You know,
Who
people
does that?
people that buy these animals because they think they're cool and then realize, oh, they're a living sentient being and they need care.
Right.
So,
Those people are dumb.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree on that.
Okay.
All right. Well, he is available to adoption for the ride home. Do you have to prove you know about snakes, or how does that work?
Yeah, you'll come meet with one of our staff who love and care for this little guy and talk about his needs and what you're looking for, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Very good. Does he come when you call him?
That's a good question. Why don't you try that?
Can you train a snake?
To a certain extent, I think any animal you can train.
Sure.
I don't think you're going to be in snake agility or anything with
Right.
this little guy. He's not a border collie, but you know what? He's cool for the right person.
Yeah, there you go. All right. If he's cool for you, you can find him at the Whatcom Humane Society. Laura Clark?
Have a great week.
I'm just picturing Dave trying to, train a snake to roll over.
Right? Take it with me to the off-leash park at Whatcom Falls.
Why not?
If you play a flute, will it come out of a vase?
Hey, that's perfect.
All right. Good
Okay,
talk.
now I want him.